Hey guys, welcome to Podcast United. Welcome to another video. And a lot of people judge away teams and they call it like, are you gonna be able to do it in a cold rain night at Stoke? Liverpool 2, Atletico Madrid 3, and it wasn't Stoke, but it was a very cold and rain night at Anfield. And oh my lord, that was like such an intense game. Oh dear lord, that was like, for the neutral, that was a very exciting game. I wanted Liverpool to get knocked out. I do have more sympathy for Liverpool, and Atletico Madrid are not in my good graces in the most times. But today you have to say that both teams gave it all, gave 100%. You can like the playstyle of one team more than the other. I am not the biggest fan of Atletico Madrid's playstyle, but I do have to say, every single player that left today gave everything. Gave absolutely everything. They tried to do their best. And today, Atletico Madrid have overdone Liverpool. There's a lot to discuss. We'll be going ahead. But first, let's talk with lineups. Liverpool opted to go with Adrian Inet, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Joe Gomez, Virgil van Dijk, and Andy Robertson in defense. A midfield trio of Jordan Henderson, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, and Georginio Wijnaldum. And up top they had Sadio Mane, Roberto Firmino, and Mohamed Salah. While El Cholo Simeone opted to go with Jan Oblak in net, Kieran Trippier, Savic, Felipe, and Renan Lodi in defense. A midfield four of Saúl, Thomas, Koke, and Ángel Correa. And up top they had João Felix and Diego Costa. And alright, let's talk the game. Let's just start by saying that I do think that Atletico Madrid deserved to win in the first leg. They were, I think, the team that did the most to get the victory. But in today's game, I have to say, this score of 2-3 is very fake. It's very fictitious because Liverpool, I think the stat is they had like 34 shots today, while Atletico Madrid had only like 10 or 11, something like that. 34 shots and you only can score 2 goals. Although I must emphasize that out of those 34 shots, if I had to bet my money, about 20 of those must have been from crosses. Like today, it was crossing city from Alexander-Arnold and Robertson. Like everyone was crossing. I think Alexander-Arnold must have attempted at least 15 crosses this game. It was absolutely like every time they tried to do something, it was cross. And to a point, it's understandable because Atletico Madrid were very good organized. Especially in the first half, they were really good. During the first half, I thought that Atletico Madrid were superb. Today, man of the match, I have to say, it wasn't João Felix, it wasn't Thomas Partey, it wasn't Alvaro Morata, it was Jan Oblak. Today, Oblak was, again, the best player today. You could have maybe won without Marcos Llorente. You could have maybe won without Alvaro Morata, without Felipe, without Thomas. But today, Atletico Madrid do not win this game without Jan Oblak. Today, he was immense. He was tremendous. And overall, for Liverpool, I have to say there's very little to no criticism to them. Jurgen Klopp did what he could. The players did what they could. It's just unlucky. Adrian today, I have to say that he cost Liverpool the win. Liverpool did a Titanic fight today, and Adrian went ahead and screwed up because he gave the ball in a dangerous area to João Felix. And João Felix here, you have to recognize that he was really smart today. In that play, the first thing that the right thing to do would have been to take a shot or to pass the ball to Ángel Correa, who was offside at that time. But no, he waited. He waited for the timing. In comes the run of Marcos Llorente, puts the ball into the back of the net, and Adrian gets beaten with Atletico Madrid coming ahead. And then after that, a few minutes later, Marcos Llorente once again receives the ball from Alvaro Morata and delivers the ball for the victory. And then minutes later, it was Alvaro Morata who puts this nail in the coffin. 3 goals for Atletico Madrid, 2 for Liverpool. Gini Wijnaldum and Roberto Firmino did what they could, but unfortunately it wasn't enough to stop Atletico Madrid, and at least one of the Spanish sides will be going to the quarterfinals. I do have to say that Liverpool were very unlucky. I think all the luck that they had in the Premier League this season, it's been taken away in this Champions League run. It was very lucky. Like honestly, if Liverpool, I think overall, if I had to say who deserved it more in between the two legs, I have to probably say Atletico Madrid. But the team that had the most chances during the whole tie was Liverpool for sure. So it's very difficult to analyze who deserves to win it more because they both did an excellent job. They both played to their strengths. Atletico Madrid played that counter-attacking, sit-back and counter. It was very effective. There was, very good performances from Felipe. Thomas was today fantastic, especially in the first half. He was recovering everything. I don't know how many tackles and interceptions he had this game, but in the first half, I think that he must have had at least 6-7 tackles and interceptions. Like, it was very, very good. Koke and Saul doing what they've been doing for a while with Cholo, Simeone. Diego Costa today was, I think, fine in the first half. I do understand he's changed. He wasn't being as effective. Atletico Madrid suffered a lot in the second half, and I think that's where they were running out of steam. I think Liverpool had to kill in the second half because Atletico Madrid were suffering physically. But then they got their strength in that extra time. They managed to, put all of their efforts and beat this Liverpool team who a month ago you would have said that they were the best team probably in world football by the record. Like just by the results that they've been getting, you probably say they're going to end up being the best team in history. But like they've been stopped. There's no unbeatable team. Barcelona's biggest threat is away in the Champions League right now, so there's even more of a reason that Barcelona could win something this season. It's not going to be easy. There's still a long way to go. We still have to focus on Napoli coming ahead. But hey, Atletico Madrid, I hope you don't get Atletico Madrid if Barca do end up going against Napoli. There's a lot to discuss. There will be a lot to see from Atletico Madrid because they're still not the team that I think they can be. Today was a better performance, but I have to see that throughout the season in La Liga consistently, regularly. Liverpool haven't had a good month of late. They've dropped points in the Premier League, although it's pretty much sealed. They can, with 2 more wins, they win the Premier League, so it'll be interesting to watch. On the other hand, we had the PSG and Borussia Dortmund game with goals from Neymar and Juan Bernat. It was 2-0, and I said it to a couple of people that I know, and I'm going to remind them when I see them again, but I said that PSG with the game with closed doors was going to be more beneficial to them because there was going to be less pressure on them from the crowd, and exactly that happened. Overall, I don't think Dortmund weren't particularly great. I think that PSG had mostly everything under control. I think that overall PSG we'll see what's going to happen. We'll still have this problem with the coronavirus about if the games are going to be closed doors or something, if the competition is going to be cancelled. So we'll see if the Liga on, if Serie A, La Liga, Premier League, and Bundesliga are going to be cancelled to further ado. But hey, it was a lot of exciting football. First 2 days of the second leg of the round of 16 have finished. Next week is that return leg of Manchester City against Real Madrid, Barcelona, Napoli, Juventus, Lyon, and Bayern Munich, Chelsea. So there's a lot of games to watch. It's going to be very exciting, and I can't wait for next week. Overall, if I had to give the match ratings for the best players of today's game, I would have said for Liverpool, the best players they were Alexander-Arnold, Wijnaldum, Salah, and I think Henderson. If I had to say those players, probably the top 3 would be I think Salah and Wijnaldum the best, with Trent Alexander-Arnold close. And then for Atletico Madrid, the best player was Oblak. Then I would have to say Thomas. And then probably, if I had to mention someone, it would probably be Marcos Llorente, because scoring those 2 goals and being that important, having an effect from the bench, it was very determinant for Atletico Madrid. They could probably hope to get an easier opponent for the next round. If they have to face another super team, that will be very hardened, especially with the likes of RB Leipzig, Atalanta, that are still in the competition. Not that they're easy teams, but they're easier, or in theory they should be easier than facing Liverpool. But there's a lot to discuss. We'll see you guys again in another video. Leave me all your opinions in the comment section below. Comment, like and subscribe. And I'll see you next one, Blaugranas.